Alright everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into some truly fascinating psychological tricks that can make anyone instantly like you. Now, I know it sounds a bit like clickbait, but trust me, it's all backed by solid science. We're about to explore powerful techniques that can completely transform your social interactions. Let's kick things off with the first one, the mirroring effect. Imagine you're having a conversation, and you see your partner crossing their arms. Without even realizing it, you might just mirror that action. It builds trust and rapport, almost like a silent dance, doesn't it?
Haha, right, like a dance. But does this really work? I mean, it sounds almost too simple. Can you share an example of when you've used this in real life?
Absolutely. Picture this. I was at a networking event, chatting with a creative director. She was leaning forward, totally engaged, so I subtly leaned in as well to match her energy. Before I knew it, we were deep in conversation and she actually commented on how easy it was to connect. It's about creating that unspoken bond.
Wow, that's so interesting. So it's like, you're putting out a friendly vibe and they're picking it up? But how does that work if the person is really shy though?
Great question. When someone is shy, you can still utilize mirroring but do it gently. Perhaps mirror their eye contact or some subtle nodding. It's about making them feel comfortable first, like creating a welcoming space, you know?
Ah, that makes sense. It's like inviting them to the dance floor before you break into those disco moves. Speaking of moves, what's the next tip?
Haha, exactly. Next up, we have the Ben Franklin effect. This one is quite fascinating. If you want someone to like you more, simply ask them for a small favor. I know, counterintuitive, right? But when you ask for help, they start justifying it in their mind. Oh, this person must be likable because I'm helping them.
That's really intriguing. So the more I ask my friend to help me set up my new bookshelf, the more they'll like me. But is it the type of favor that matters?
Spot on. Start with smaller requests. Maybe borrow a book or even ask for a recommendation. As you build that rapport, you can gradually escalate to bigger favors. It's like nurturing a plant, it grows, but you have to give it the right care at the beginning.
Oh, I love that analogy. So you're cultivating the relationship gradually. What's next?
Next, we arrive at the 5-second compliment rule. Here, timing is essential. Give genuine compliments within 5 seconds of noticing something positive. Make it about their effort rather than just their appearance. For example, you might say, "I love how hard you've worked on this project. It feels so much more meaningful."
Wow, effort-based compliments. That's a game changer. So, if I compliment someone on their hard work, they feel appreciated, right? But have you heard of this backfiring? Like if someone gets too mushy or goes overboard?
Ah, yes. Compliments should always feel genuine. Overdoing it can come off as insincere, like that one person trying too hard at the party and stepping on everyone's toes. But if you keep it specific, pointing out their efforts, it resonates deeply.
Haha, that's a good visual. And then there's this pause thing you mentioned. I'm really curious, how does that even work?
Ah, the power of pauses. After a key moment, pausing encourages others to share more. Think of it as a dramatic breath in a movie. It creates tension and draws others in. You might say something profound, and then just wait. It shows you value their input by giving them the space to react.
Oh, that's clever. So you're kind of holding the spotlight for them? I can totally imagine people feeling appreciated.
Precisely. You're creating an environment where they feel heard and valued, like being the supportive cheerleader at a match without overshadowing their performance.
Love that. And what's the final trick? I can't wait to hear.
Last but not least, we have the we trick. This involves using we instead of I. It builds that sense of teamwork and connection. Instead of saying, "I think we should try this," say, "We could explore this together." It fosters an immediate bond.
Oh, that's brilliant. So it's less about individualism and more about collectivism. I can imagine in a team, that could really motivate everyone.
Exactly. It's like saying, "We're in this together." It fosters camaraderie. So listeners, I encourage you to try these tricks and witness how they can transform your social interactions. And of course, share your experiences with us.
I will. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe for more of these mind-bending psychology insights. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming next.